Most companies are not losing to competitors. They're losing to inefficiency, losing revenue in hiring, losing revenue in customer response, and especially in operational bottlenecks. This week, I sat down with the country manager of a global emergency response company, and within an hour, we uncovered 4 AI use cases that could directly increase hiring success rates, improve customer retention, and protect SLA performance. Not by adding staff, but by fixing broken process layers. At my AI agency, we don't start with the technology. We start with a revenue audit. We go into your business, map your workflows, identify bottlenecks, quantify where you're losing revenue or could be making more revenue, and then we deploy our brand new platform, HireVoice, which will help you experience immediate and measurable ROI, which is what this is all about. Today, I'm going to do 3 things. I'm going to show you a demo of the latest HireVoice, and then I'm going to show you a presentation which goes into these 4 use cases. And then I'm going to also give you some bonus content that will help you improve your business today. Let's jump into the demo.
Hey, this is John calling from the talent team at the Specialized Group. I'm reaching out because I saw that you recently applied for the technical product manager position. Am I speaking to James Rodriguez?
Yes.
Perfect. Just to make sure we have the right details on file, is james.rodriguez@email.com still the best email to reach you?
That is correct.
Great, thanks for confirming that. So tell me, what made you apply for this particular role? What caught your eye?
I'm interested in cutting-edge AI technologies.
That's really interesting. Thanks for sharing. And in terms of compensation, do you have a salary expectation in mind for this position?
I'm hoping for around 85,000 USD.
Thank you for letting me know. One more thing. Are you happy with a fully in-office setup, or would you prefer something hybrid or remote?
I would like something fully remote, please.
I'm curious. When you were looking at this role, were you more drawn to the compensation package, or was it more about the location and the type of work?
More about the type of work. I'm interested in AI.
Thanks for sharing that. And if you had to choose, what matters more to you right now? Career growth and learning new things, or stability and work-life balance?
Career growth by far. I'm really interested in taking it to the next level with voice and AI.
Thanks so much for sharing all of that, James Rodriguez. Based on what you've told me, I think you could be a really good fit for this role. What I'll do is pass your details along to the hiring team, and someone will be in touch within the next few days to discuss next steps. Before I let you go, do you have any questions for me about the role or the company?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thanks again for your time today, James Rodriguez. It was great chatting with you. Have a lovely rest of your day.
If you are interested in connecting with me and my team so we can understand a little bit more about your business, your processes, your bottlenecks, and how we can make your business like 10x more efficient, go on to our website, dynaflow.ai, click on book free strategy call. So this is a free call. Everything's free up until now. We're going to go in and just do a quick 20-minute audit of your business to understand how we can deliver immediate ROI. Pick a time, click next, put your name, your email, and schedule event, and then we'll get connected. Now that you've seen the agent making the calls to the candidate, you've seen the demo in action, let me show you the dashboard and the intelligence behind it. The main dashboard area is active, and we have the top level metrics, which we can see, which are 10 total candidates, 47 calls, 6 qualified leads, 34% conversion rate, which is pretty good. This tells leadership, you, the recruiter or the hiring manager, that activity is happening through the dashboard. We can see performance is improving at a 34% conversion rate. And the cool thing about this is that you're going out and getting data at scale and you can measure it. Also, we're going to query this data. I'll show you in the next section. So your pipeline is visible in real time. You've got new candidates, screening, interview, offer, hired, right? All from this one dashboard. So this turns recruiting into a performance system, which again, you are going out and getting this data at scale, and you are owning this data. This is proprietary data. The next section is the candidate section. So we have 10 candidates. This is what it looks like. The format is a little bit different than the dashboard, but the candidates are in what we call cards. This is how they look. So we have 10 candidates total for this search. 6 of them are qualified, 8 are contacted, And then we can look at the scores of each candidate. So we have Sarah Chen, who is a hot lead. You can see top left. We're in the screening process. You've got a summary of Sarah, strong React experience, very interested in the role. So that's important, and available in 2 weeks. So that's really good too. So that's why the candidate has been pushed to the top left of the card screen for priority. She's based in San Francisco. She was contacted by the agent twice. The last contact was January 28th. So we have all this data, right? So within this section, you can see who's a hot lead, who's waiting on an offer, who's already hired, and who was rejected and why. So this builds institutional hiring memory into the system, into the intelligence. And this is also adding context to your platform and to the system. And again, this is all yours. This is proprietary data that you are going out and getting from the candidates through the agent. Next is analytics. Analytics is a funnel view. So we've got screening, interview, screening to interview is at 67%. Is that right? Screening to interview is 67%. Interview to offer is 50%. So that's really good. And offer 100%. So you can see the metrics here at the bottom coming in through the platform. So we've got a 60% qualification rate, 11 total calls, 10 minutes average call per duration, and 11 calls per hire. That's pretty good. Again, these are good metrics. This was real life. This is actually data that's coming through demo calls that we've done with myself and my partner. But this has got immediate impact, okay? So 18 days to qualify, $2,400 estimated cost per hire, which is incredibly cheap, and 2 hours of recruiter time saved, probably per week or maybe even per day. So the final tab I want to show you is the chat tab, which is the intelligence layer. And so we can ask assess a candidate for senior software engineer. So let's just add this in and see what it says. So now we've got all of our candidates coming in for software engineer, right? So I think this is where the power of HireVoice really starts to come into play with your company, your business, and your processes, because we're going out and mapping your processes, figuring out where the bottlenecks are, and then we're building a custom agent that will go out and collect information that you can query on very quickly and effectively. Let's do another one. Let's say, show me candidates interested in remote work. All right, so here's all the candidates. Sarah seems like a hot candidate. She clicks off all 3 boxes. But, you can see all the candidates that are interested in the criteria that we've queried. We can also, what would you call this, dynamic data. So I want to see all my product manager positions. So we can add a double bracket, dynamic data. It's almost like a Boolean search. Let's check out all our product managers. Here we go. All right, cool. So as you can see, HireVoice isn't just a calling agent. Like, the demo is cool, but the live recruiting dashboard allows you to hire candidates faster and more efficiently. And you can also shorten your time to hire from first contact to actual hire. That's going to get dramatically decreased. This is an hiring analytics engine, and it's a data intelligence layer on top of your ATS. Next, we're going to go into a slideshow, and I'm going to demonstrate a few use cases where this can work in your business potentially. Okay, next I'd like to talk about some potential use cases in your business. Now, one of these is recruiting, but the other 3 are not recruiting. So HireVoice can be applied to your business depending on your business processes, depending on some of the problems that you're having in those processes, depending on some of the things that are slowing you down, depending on the bottleneck and the pain. We can apply HireVoice and this technology to your business to actually extract value and give you immediate results. And the 4 business cases that we're going to go through in this very brief presentation is the recruiter agent, the medical hiring agent, the internal knowledge agent, and the emergency inbound agent. And in the center of it all is the knowledge intelligence layer, which is HireVoice. All right, so let's talk about the recruiter agent. So the current reality of most organizations that are recruiting in a legacy way is that they get a high volume of applications and they have low conversion, and there's high turn in their organization, which can be a problem. And also they have poor or disparate no visibility or disparate visibility in their organization as it relates to hiring and growth. The recruiter agent, HireVoice, calls candidates, as we saw in the demo, screens and qualifies candidates, books interviews in real time, so the AI can actually assess a candidate in real time, and then actually if the candidate's any good, or I shouldn't say good, but overlaps and aligns with the job, the agent can book a meeting with you, the hiring manager, or the recruiter in real time. And it will capture structured data and apply it to the dashboard for analytics and for querying. So the outcome of the recruiter agent in your business is that you get faster time to hire. So your time to hire can be like dramatically reduced by like maybe 50%, say for example, to go from 3 months down to 6 weeks. You get a higher quality screening process. All the data is captured. You get better retention patterns of people. So for example, I was speaking with a country manager yesterday, and he said that 70% of his recent new hires are not great hires. They're not quality hires. And part of that starts at the beginning, of the recruiting process. So we get better quality data to analyze and actually decide, what person will overlap with this organization. So again, this is not going to replace your team. It's going to augment your team. These are tools that will help your team perform better in every way. And we get clear insight into why candidates accept or reject jobs. The next use case is an internal voice knowledge agent. Many organizations sit on years, sometimes decades of proprietary knowledge. We're working with one company right now, 70-person organization in Korea, and they have a chatbot, which is cool. Customers can query the chatbot, but we're going to add a voice layer on top of that. And the internal voice agent will connect to the proprietary knowledge base, can answer questions via voice in real time. It's multilingual. So we're building a Korean agent actually for bilingual Korean employees, people that need to query the knowledge base. And it will log the inquiry if the person is okay with that, so we can actually get that data and then we can query that as well. So the result is that you get reduced support leads, faster customer confidence, and insights into what clients are asking for the most. Next, number 3 is the medical hiring agent. So we have another client that hires doctors and nurses at scale for for situations that are project-based. And so this would be for healthcare and global staffing companies that need to hire, really specialized professionals. Let's say, for example, nurses and doctors. And so this voice agent or web agent can help with licensing, compliance, certifications, regional specific requirements, language requirements, or language handling, translation. The medical agent pre-screens credentials, validates compliance, routes only qualified candidates through assessment using AI, and reduces the recruitment time, whether that's internal or through agency. A lower compliance risk for your organization if you're hiring, in this situation, nurses and doctors. You get faster placement cycles and a more scalable hiring process, and you don't have to increase your headcount. In some situations, you could actually decrease headcount, although that's not what this is designed for. This is designed to make your organization more efficient and grow and generate more revenue. Great. And I think this is the last one. This is a kind of a bonus use case. This is an emergency inbound agent. We have a client that actually has an emergency services program where customers call in and they're supposed to get a human on the call or on the phone within 15 seconds. So this agent can actually augment that process. Some industries operate under very strict response rules. So for example, in this case, 15-second answer requirement, which is pretty fast. And the emergency agent in this case will answer calls immediately in the event there is like a problem connecting with the human. It will capture structured data about the incident. It will assess the situation. And of course, it will route a call immediately to a human. That's the main priority of this agent in this situation. So the impact and the result of this type of an agent or this type of AI into your organization is you get SLA protection. SLA is services level agreement, I believe, operational resilience, and reduced bottlenecks. Things happen faster. Great. So that's it for the use cases. I hope you got some value out of that. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. Please comment on the channel if you liked what you saw today. So I think in summary, I just want to say that HireVoice can actually be applied to virtually any aspect of your business. We have the 3-layer platform of technology, let's say. At the bottom layer, it's the intelligence layer, the brain. In the middle layer, it's the automation layer, which is the action layer, which is doing things. And then the top layer is the agentic layer. In this case, usually it's a voice, which will actually go out and have a conversation and collect data at scale. So we can apply this to virtually any aspect of your business. You don't have to be a recruiting company. You can be sales, insurance, banking, casinos, gaming, emergency services, retail, surveys, conventions. You name it, we can help you. Just go into my website, dynaflow.ai, click on free book strategy call. That'll take you to my Calendly. We'll do a 15, 20-minute discovery call. That's free, and we will audit your business. We'll do a quick audit of your business. I'll show you some flow charts, how your business is kind of working and how we can plug in on top of that. And then we can actually deploy a pilot for proof of concept very quickly. You'd be surprised how quickly we can do this. Thank you again, everyone, for joining, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye for now.